And we're back. We talked about it at the top of the show. I feel like I'm appropriately dressed right now in my flannel because we're giving you an idea of a way you can have some fun with your family in maybe an unusual way. We're talking about Stumpy's Hatchet House. It is one of those ventures that we want to welcome in Brendan Wayman to the show, an adventure for the family that people don't necessarily think of on a regular Friday or Saturday night. Brendan, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. Appreciate it, Natalie.
Okay, so you've got to take us back here because I know we had been talking with you before the pandemic happened, and you were actually going to be on our show back in March, and we were going to do a little like display and have some fun because we're talking about hatchet throwing here. We really wanted to try it, and then pandemic hit. So we're glad to visit with you now. Take us back, and where did this idea come from?
Well, originally this came from my wife and I went up to New Jersey, where I was originally from, Eatontown, New Jersey, the original location. We went there in June of 17. You know, there was the four of us, my wife, brother, and his wife. We went there for a birthday party, and we had a blast. We did 2 hours. I had so much fun. An hour in, I ended up talking to the owner, and they were talking about doing a franchise. You know, I looked into it for a discovery meeting in October, and ended up buying the franchise in February of 18. And it took us all the way till September of 19 when we finally opened this location. But we had so much fun. We got a lot of exercise in, you know, workout, sweat on, you know, ringing bells, high-fiving. It was just a blast. And we definitely loved it. And we wanted to give that back to the customers that come in here. Everybody leaves with a smile on their face.
I'm loving this footage right now. I'm sitting watching all these people. I have no idea how I'd be. Like, I really want to just like test it. I do think I saw some people wearing my shirt in that shot there. And I loved seeing the women as well being able to participate in it. I've never thrown a hatchet before.
Yes. Yeah, it's huge. We get a big women base. Actually, we have ladies' night on Friday nights, and they like to come out in groups. You know, obviously with the guidelines of COVID and all that, now we're all 6 feet apart. Everybody has their masks, everything's sanitized. But the groups like to come out, and it's pretty easy to learn. You know, it's all about the form, technique, follow through, and how you hold the hatchet and throw. Usually takes people about 10 to 15 minutes in to get a good feel of it, and they're sticking in the board before you know it. Actually, women usually have a better time sticking it than the men do. It's funny how it works. But it's fantastic.
I love that.
Get hooked, you know.
I love that. Okay, so Brendan, take us back. Since you started as a fan the first time around, how were you when you first started?
Oh, I wasn't good. You know, I was the first one to stick it in the board on my group, but about 20, 30 minutes in, I wasn't sticking it at all, and I had to find that sweet spot, you know, my perfect form, where to throw it and whatnot. So I left that time. You know, I thought I was average. Actually, my wife did a lot better than me that day. But since we've now owned this, you know, I have plenty of time to throw hatchets, and really perfected my art form. I really want to stick it in the board and show the customers it can be done and make them feel comfortable. And then we coach them as well. You know, they have to ask questions, and I have to give them little tidbits and ideas on how to throw it, and they'll start sticking it before you know it. So.
I like it. You know, Brendan, during this pandemic, I found myself wanting to spend more time focusing on small businesses. Of course, your business stands out with that. Also veteran owned and operated. So explain a little bit about getting started. And I'm sure, a thank you, of course, to your service. And as you're able to become a small business owner and during this pandemic has been affected, I'm assuming.
Yes, it has. We opened up September of 2019, and we started really getting a good roll to it. By January, February, getting our name out there, everybody was showing up, and we were doing very well. March was primed to be a great month for us, and then unfortunately, the pandemic happened, and we had to shut our doors March 14th, and then we were able to open our doors back up May 29th, and it's a slow climb now with our business, getting the word out there, letting everybody know that we're a safe free zone here of COVID. We're going by the guidelines, getting people in the door, understanding where we're at, and getting the word back out there to help our small business grow again.
Well, when it comes to small businesses, I know a big milestone is the year anniversary, and congratulations to you. That year mark is coming up in September. How are you celebrating?
So we're going to celebrate it. We're going to go all out that night. We're going to do a glow throw. We're going to play some, we're going to have a DJ doing 80s music here. It's going to be on September 25th. Everybody's going to be welcome that night. We're going to have stadium restaurant is actually catering outside, so they're going to be having food for everybody. Nice smoked wings and stuff like that, along with the glow throw and the DJ. So it'll be a big night. Hopefully we get a lot of people to partake in that celebration.
Wait a sec, glow throw. Are we throwing hatchets in the dark, Brendan?
Yes, it's going to be
lit up. Is this safe?
Going to have certain paint on them, and the boards are going to be lit up.
So safe. I'm not going to get hurt or anything, right?
No, ma'am. We're going to have it definitely broken down in safety first with it. But
I love it.
Able to see. We're going to have the black lights and everything. It's going to be ready to go.
Good stuff, Brendan. So glad to finally chat with you. It's something out of the ordinary, but I think this sounds great. I want to see how I would be. Stumpy's Hatchet House is where it's at, Brendan. Take care, okay?
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You bet.